next with Jazz in the Evening. Smooth Evening on GJRB.
fabulous track there. A great instrumental cover of a Beatles song, Eleanor Rigby, done by a guy named Pete Relic. He's from Los Angeles, California, one of our new emerging smooth jazz artists. As we get started on our smooth evening. Hello everyone, hello everywhere. Across America and around the world from North Clinton, I'm Gary J. Russell. Welcome to Smooth Evening. Sit back and relax. You know, we got this pandemic going on. But, you know, it's time to kind of sit back and relax, get away from it for a while, and just listen to some great smooth jazz. That's what we're doing right now here on Smooth Evening here on GJRB Online. And I'll be posting the show all across the internet so that everybody can listen to it. Hit the like button if you enjoy it. There's Martin Blockson and Chasing the... Relaxing with a wave of smooth jazz in the evening. This is Smooth Evening on GJRB. Gary J. Russell with you. Hope you're enjoying the evening wherever you're listening across the USA.
It's Jeff Smith and Friends. Dance with you all night.
Listening to Calumet Brothers on Smooth Evening on GJRB Online here on Spreaker across the USA. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening tonight. Hope you're enjoying the program. We have some great smooth jazz on your radio tonight on a 9-foot signal on 6.7 megahertz FM. That's Cool Jazz 106.7. And here on Spreaker on GJRB Online Network across the United States of America. Hope you're all doing good out there. I know it's crazy, all this stuff with the coronavirus, and, you know, just time to kind of forget about it for a while. Just kick back and relax and enjoy the music. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of really good stuff coming up. I already posted on a lot of the all of the groups, including Spreaker Tavern, Spreaker Meet the Spreakers, and GJRB Online's coming up, and also post over on MeWe and a few other great places tonight as well. So you are welcome to stop in and say hi and, you know, chat a little bit if you like, and try to get the music on here for you. It's a good jazz, and I always love playing this music because it's just absolutely fabulous, and it is a great sound to listen to. So I hope that you'll tune in throughout the evening and enjoy the jazz programming here on GJRB Online. And this is where it happens, and I hope that you'll tune into it, and you know, maybe even pop in a request or two. Maybe, you know, I don't know if you listen to this show quite often and you know the selections, but they're good. They're good music, and I love playing it. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you happen to join me tonight. And, you know, kick back and enjoy it. And if you want, you know, like I said, if you want to listen to the music again tonight, just hit the bar on the, and you'll find all the stuff there that goes with it. And enjoy the great jazz this evening on the Smooth Evening here on Spreaker on GJRB Online. Across the internet here, and this is where it happens. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you're looking for the National Weather Service for our weather on the fives, we're going to do that first. Then we'll have a promo break, spot break, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll have some more smooth jazz for you. We're going to do 15 minutes of nonstop smooth jazz coming up in the starting off the second hour. Got some classic jazz for you. We'll play some old, play some favorites as well, because I do kind of throw in a favorite or two in there to just to make the show. So, you know, that's what I do. But right now, though, let's see what we got here. We're going to kind of late on the weather. We're say weather on the fives, even though it is. We'll do the weather on the fives right now, and let's see, 2620. So I'll do weather on the five now.
Now, a nationwide weather update. This is GJRB's Weather on the Fives.
And of course, we're having a little bit of problems tonight. It seems to me that we're having issues with their, you know, computer cutting out. All my music is cutting out. So I bet you I was skipping like an old CD on online here. More than likely, wouldn't surprise me any. So anybody listening out there, sorry about that. Several days of dry weather combined with some gusty winds and critical fire conditions continue over portions of the southern and central high plains into the weekend. These conditions could lead to the growth of spread of some wildfires given ignition. Severe thunderstorms are forecast from eastern Kansas east across the Midwest Friday, and then the Mississippi River Valley on Saturday. And we'll take a look at that weather for you, keep you on top of all the national weather forecasts for you here on GJRB Online. Weather on the 5s, 25. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 55 past the hour here on GJRB Online. My pen likes to quit, so that's what happens. So I just wanted to let you know about that. Okay, pen work. I'm going to get some more pens that work. Anyway, weather on the fives, and I got some more great smooth jazz coming your way. We're going to crank out 50 minutes of non-stop music in about 20 minutes. Got a lot more great smooth jazz on GJRB Online here on Spreaker, GJRB Online Network.
You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, and smooth afternoon. If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming, and programming in other great music formats, like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy. Recently, the owner of Facebook had to face Congress over personal information on Facebook users. In addition, users were saying that their postings were being deleted. Getting sick and tired of your censorship and your data being used without your permission? Do something about it now. Come to MeWe, the internet social site that values your freedom. No more deleted postings. Make a step to freedom. Sign up today. It's easy. Go to www.MeWe.com. That's M-E-W-E. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site. America's Street Music is back on GJRB Bluegrass with the Grassgolds, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, and so much more. So it's time to bring it back, and on more often. It's Bluegrass Jubilee Freestyle, with all the great songs you heard before, and some new up-and-coming stars with some emerging bluegrass. Also, some all-time gospel favorites too. Now at a new time, every second Wednesday of the month at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 1 p.m. Pacific on the GJRB Online Network.
The blues, the primary start to rock and roll music, the music in which artists express their feelings through music. This is a new blues show featuring the best of the blues, with new emerging artists getting their thrill of hearing their selections played along with the greats like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and Etta James, along with a whole lot more.
The doors open Saturday, 1 p.m. Central, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern on the GJRB Online Network. End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end-time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Recorded Thursday mornings and uploaded to go public at 12 o'clock noon Central and played every third Friday live at 1 p.m. Central on GJRB. Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radioland. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between, like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radioland. End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end-time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Recorded Thursday mornings and uploaded to go public at 12 o'clock noon Central and played every third Friday live at 1 p.m. Central on GJRB.
beautiful day wasted on me. I don't feel the sun, see the blue of the sky. All that I want and all that I need is lost in a day without you. The breeze on my skin feels like your touch. The wind in the trees sounds like your sigh. A voice in the distance calls out your name, but nobody answers to the cry. A change in the weather, like a shift in the air. Something is coming, all my senses aware. It's then that I see you, like the flowers on a hill, and I'm lost in this beautiful day. What is my life without the warmth that is you? What is a day without the sun? And lying together under the stars, the night is a blanket, a cover of dreams. I wake to the sound of your breath in my ears. My beautiful day reappears. And all that I want, and all that I need is a beautiful day just with you. A beautiful day.
Scary J. Russ, and relaxing with the beautiful music, the beautiful sound, the easy sound of Smooth Evening on GJRB. real beautiful piece of music there by D.E. Farmer, Path in the Midst. here on Smooth Evening on GJRB Online, Thursday night broadcast here on Spreaker across America. Try to get this show on at least more than once a month. Usually the show heard the first Friday of each month here on GJRB Online. Give you the program schedule coming up next hour. In the background, you're hearing Dr. Bob's Bebop and Jazz Quartet. This is Fantasize. Bebop and Jazz Quartet on Smooth Evening with a great selection there called Fantasize. And Path in the Midst, ahead of that. It's great stuff there. And we have some more great smooth jazz coming up in the 50 minutes of non-stop music. Earlier, I heard Larry Ludwig and Beautiful Day. And I hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across America on our Smooth Evening program. And of course, like I said before earlier, it's going to be heard pretty much every couple weeks. And we're going to be spontaneously trying to see if we get some numbers here in the evening for 2 hours, 9 to 11 p.m. And it'll be every other Thursday. And we're going to rotate that with a Gary Russin program, evening edition. And or we're going to do other programs I have planned for this time slot as well later on down the line, including Radioland and a few other programs. But I'll be juggling the schedule around, working on that today a little bit, and I'll give you a rundown on that schedule as soon as I'm finished with it. We'll try another video too. Meanwhile, let's get back into more great smooth jazz coming up here in just a little bit. Got some more great stuff. We're going to crank up 15 minutes of non-stop jazz coming up next on the GJRB online network.
Watch. Pray. For we do not know what hour the Son of God will return. Prophecy, New World Order, terrorism, economic collapse, wars, pandemics, Israel. When they say peace, then cometh sudden destruction. Volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, signs in the
Jazz 106.7 Spreaker Studio sits 42 degrees.
Relax with the wave of smooth jazz. Cool Jazz 106.7, KJAZLP FM, Clip.
And we're back on the air here on Cool Jazz 106.7 at 106.7 megahertz FM. And, yep. And, of course, across the nation on Spreaker, GJRB Online. Glad you could be with me, and hope you're enjoying it. We'll have more great smooth jazz right after we take a look at the weather forecast.
Now, a nationwide weather update. This is GJRB's Weather on the Fives.
And let's take a look at our nationwide temperatures as we land here and see what's going on all over the USA here. Starting with Los Angeles, California right now, clear and 56 degrees. In Montiel, North Carolina, 51 degrees and fair. In Omaha, Nebraska, you guys are 47 degrees and cloudy. Salem, Massachusetts, checking in 42 degrees with clear skies. Dallas, Texas, right now 76 degrees and fair. Las Vegas, Nevada is 54 and partly cloudy skies, 74 degrees. And Port St. Lucie, Florida, 74 degrees and fabulous fair skies tonight. Truckee, California, up in the Sierra Nevada is 28 degrees and fair. And Lebanon, Tennessee, 72 degrees under clear skies. And we'll have your temperature and your weather forecast coming up again in just about 30 minutes. Weather on the fives, 25 and 55 past the hour on all daily shows and music shows here on the GJRB online network. You know, I was glad to bring you the best in smooth jazz. We relax tonight. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across the land. And I hope that you will check out our programming. And if you like our smooth jazz, please hit the like button, because I always love it. We get the algorithms, get those people out there listening. Share it with friends. Enjoy the jazz that we play for you. Let's get back in the morning. Wrap up the hour with Clivey McDougall and Ain't Misbehavin'.
America's heartland. This is GJRB, Clinton, Iowa.
Yeah, that is Step Up by Robert Obagalio. And there's this theme to our local radio station here on their 9-foot closed circuit. It's called Cool Jazz, actually. It's called Underground Beats. Hey, while that's playing in the background, I want to remind you out there in Radio Land that this smooth afternoon and smooth jazz, the wave of smooth jazz is going to be moved up a week. And we're going to move it from January. No, it's March. April. Yeah. We're going to move it up to April, the second week in April. Because I have some things I got to do that the following week. So you'll hear smooth jazz the 10th, 11th, 12th of April here on GJRB. So just to let you know, so that you can adjust your schedule. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And if we're skipping, I'm sorry about that. It's just getting my computer again because every once in a while we get this. And it's the internet too. There's nothing I can do about it. Hope you're enjoying the great jazz anyway. Relax with a wave of smooth jazz in the evening. Smooth evening right here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. Keeping it going, you know what I'm saying? 50 minutes of non-stop music, that's what we're in the middle of here. And we'll have our weather on the 5s for you here on GJRB Online, so hang in there. Gary J. Russell with you on a Thursday evening here on Spreakerland USA with the best in smooth jazz. And join me in the chat, getting into the GJRB Spreaker public site. And the easy way to do that is to get into the Spreaker public site. Very simple. All you do is get to www.spreaker.com/user/5120525. And or get into the Spreaker public site. That's where you get the main one. Now, I noticed this afternoon when I was over at the other office where I do my other production, or my other studio there at the church studios. And I'm looking at that going, there's something strange about the new the new Spreaker page For some oddball reason, they changed it. And now the main front page of my Spreaker public site is all my programs and scheduled down the line. I kind of like it. But it kind of took me by surprise because mainly the front page, the main page of the Spreaker public site, has just the show that's on the air right now when you go into it. But you can still click over at the and get on the GJRB online. Just go to Twitter, and when you go into Twitter, just pull it up. Can't miss it. I am the Radio Maniac. That's what, because I am a radio fanatic. Mike Myers always calls me the Radio Guru, which I could change it, but I've been the Radio Maniac on Twitter for quite some time. So I don't know, I might just like to hang on to that because I like it better. But, that's where you'll find our stuff, and you can get on Twitter, GJRB Online, Antique Radio Emblem. You'll see the widget pop up. You'll see our stream, and I got to check and make sure that's still there. And when you do, you can just click onto that. It'll take you right into the chat room, and you can hear the show and scroll through your Twitter while you're listening, or stop in and say hi in the chat room. It's always a pleasure when we get people in the chat room, you know what I'm saying? I love it when I get people in the chat room. This is fabulous. I love this piece of music. We're going to put this in the heavy play. This is absolutely fabulous. This is the Marriott's Ridge Jazz Band in Georgia. Brand new music on Smooth Evening. the Marriott Ridge Jazz Band. Essentially, I think it's a bunch of young kids playing that in high school. Fabulous stuff. Georgia on Smooth Evening. I'm Gary J. Russin. Hope you're enjoying the evening wherever you're listening across the USA. On a Thursday evening, playing the smooth jazz that you enjoy so much. I hope you're enjoying it. If you like the program, please hit the like button. Distribute this show all around. Tell your friends. You know how that goes. Get this show running in the algorithms. Let everybody know you like the show. And it'll be heard every other week on a Thursday night on the new and improved revised GJRB Schedule 2020 coming soon. Alrighty then. Got more good stuff coming up. We got some more jazz. We got some more classics. We got a lot of stuff coming around here, so if you'll stay with me. And we'll have that. We got a lot of really good music. I love listening to this music, and it's just kind of kick, relax kind of thing, you know. We got a lot of stuff here. Coming up a little later on, we'll throw in some music from, let's see. Gotta go up the band update page here a little bit. We got, let's see. Here, let me just try to look more here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Al Jarreau, we can play a little of that. Some Al Jarreau. I like to listen to that. Good, fabulous stuff. Some Spyro Gyra, maybe. Yeah, before we close out the show tonight. Don't forget, 2-hour version, but we might expand it to 3 hours from time to time with voice track stuff. And make this show interesting on a Thursday evening every other week. And I don't know, I did my notes, but I think I left it in my bag that I take with me to the other studio. But I'll pick it up later, let you know what we're going to do there. But otherwise, hope you're enjoying the show. Got a lot of really nice music coming your way here on our Smooth Evening program here on Spreaker. And if you like our show, please, again, hit that like button, because I'm always wondering, you know, where everybody's at in the algorithms, you know, and see why the heck I'm not getting the listeners I usually get here on GJRB Online, you know. So we'll, you know, see what's going on here. All right, well, let's see. Why don't we do Weather on the Fives right now? And
now, a nationwide weather update. This is GJRB's Weather on the Fives.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the nighttime current temperatures we have going on here, courtesy of our good friends at Weather Nation. And it's 38 degrees in Billings, Montana, 33 degrees right now in Bismarck. Fargo, North Dakota, 31 degrees. Nashville, Tennessee, checking in at 72. 75 in Birmingham, Alabama. 69 degrees tonight's low for Orlando, Florida. 72 in Miami. 70 in Houston. 69 in San Antonio, Texas. 53 in Lubbock. Tomorrow's temperatures are expected tomorrow: 83 degrees in Little Rock, Arkansas, 87 degrees in Atlanta, Georgia, 91 degrees in Orlando, Florida. Tampa's checking in. It will be 90 degrees tomorrow, 91 in Jacksonville, 86 degrees in San Antonio, Texas. Here's Weather Nation.
Here at Weather Nation, we've been keeping a close eye on the happenings out west, and there's been a lot of showers and hailstorms on Thursday anyway. Take a look at Plymouth, California. That hail coating the car. In part of the windshield, anyway. Coming on down.
Got a short somewhere, folks. Hang on a minute. I had it going and now it's gone. Where's my audio? Hang on a second while I'm trying to figure out why I got a short cord. We might not be able to get the weather in it, but I got to shorten my wire.
going to be blowing, reducing visibility, maybe some icy roadways out there, so watch out for that. As we dive into Wyoming and Colorado, we've already got winter weather alerts posted for Friday into Saturday. And notice that includes the capital of Cheyenne. Westward heading to Laramie, it's going to be a tough go, as it often is on I-80 with winter events. I-25 north of there towards Casper with alerts, and down towards Estes Park, Colorado. Rocky Mountain National Park area under a winter weather advisory for some snowfall. As we take a peek at your forecast now through your Friday morning, notice things are relatively calm. There will be some pockets of scattered snow here across the region, and we'll really see it begin to develop and become a bit more widespread as we go through the afternoon. Notice cities like Denver going to start to see a chilly rain develop and then transition to wet snow. Could be locally heavy for a time until it pushes eastward into the plains. We'll even see a little snow again into Wyoming, Nebraska, maybe northwestern Kansas before it scoots on out. And then our attention turns to the west coast and our next Pacific wave of moisture. It'll bring some showery weather all the way to San Francisco, all the way to Seattle. I'll show you that in just 1 second. But here is our snowfall forecast for this next system. Maybe a wet, slushy, a couple of inches in Denver possible. Heavier snow up into Wyoming and in the mountains. And further up north and west, here comes our next wave. Saturday looking to be a bit soggy. Sunday, another push of moisture, and one on its heels into Monday. It's going to be a rainy go of it across the Pacific Northwest into the weekend and next week. Widespread scattered mountain snows and rain. So, Chris, things are looking a little bit more active across the Northwest. A lot of this energy is going to target areas like the Midwest, including Chicago, though.
Yeah, it will, and that will lead to an active couple of days for our friends there in the Windy City, where you saw some of that action back on your Wednesday, the first part of your Thursday. Chicago, by the way, of course, today would have been opening day for baseball and outside Wrigley Field. Well, of course, things are a little bit on the calmer side, and we would like to see them there, but it'll be busy weather-wise. We head over the next few days with the big area low pressure spinning its way through the central and northern plains. That will lead to some very gusty winds in through the Dakotas, down to Nebraska and Kansas, and this will be fueled by a big temperature difference. It's going to be warm and to the south and east of our center of low pressure. North and west of it's going to be on the colder side. Temperatures about 10 to 20 degrees below average, north and low, probably close about 20 to 30 degrees warmer than average south and east of it, and that difference in temperatures will fuel our storm system as it pulls way out to the north and east. On the cold side of all this, a couple of inches of generally wetter snow, likely for us in eastern Colorado, western Nebraska, and southeastern Wyoming also. So that will extend on up into South Dakota and Minnesota as well. Rain heavy at times for us into the Great Lakes Midwest. That is, of course, on the warm side of our storm system as all the messy weather moves way further east and north, and stripe of some heavier rainfall for us in the eastern Illinois, central and northern Indiana, central and northern Ohio over the next few days. And also, it's going to stay active for the next little while. So Thursday, this is an overnight threat for severe storms from Indiana west into Illinois, Missouri, and Kansas. Friday, pretty much the same area with that threat zone for severe storms. And then by Saturday, really expand things on out as our area of low pressure responsible for this severe weather moves its way further east and also grows in size. Denver, rain to a bit of wet snow on your Friday night into your Saturday morning, then dries on up and warms up into early next week. Philly, showers around Saturday and Sunday. With all this rain in the forecast, though, how does that spring flood outlook look? Here's a bit more on that from meteorologist Chris Claus.
After 165 million Americans were impacted by flooding in 2019, we're looking ahead to see what 2020 will bring. In their spring flood outlook, NOAA forecasters say moderate to major flooding is likely in 23 states, everywhere from the Gulf Coast to the northern plains. Gratefully, it's not expected to be as intense as last year, but those at highest risk are the Dakotas and Minnesota. That includes parts of the Mississippi Basin, Missouri River Basin, and the Red River of the North.
This risk is largely driven by highly saturated soil conditions from above average precipitation over the fall and winter months. In addition, recent warm temperatures combined with saturated soils have initiated snowmelt-induced flooding across much of the region.
After temperatures across much of the country ran high this winter, the Climate Prediction Center anticipates spring will also be warmer than average. Precipitation is expected to exceed normal values in the central and eastern United States. Couple that with already saturated soils in the southeast, and problems may arise. At least 1/3 of the country is expected to experience at least minor flooding. That's more than 128 million people. The main exception? The West.
Although precipitation was above normal in many areas, their snowfall was substantially below normal due to the warm winter overall.
Below average precipitation is more likely for much of the West this spring, which could lead to drought conditions persisting or expanding. Regardless of what conditions dominate, Weather Nation is here for you. For Weather Nation, I'm meteorologist Carissa Kloss.
And there you go, Weather Nation bringing you weather on the fives this hour. Weather on the fives, 25 and 55 past the hour on most daily programs. Weather on the fives here on GJRB Online. And one quick note here. While I'm thinking about it, tomorrow, we're going to do some programs extra tomorrow. If things get a little nasty enough to cause problems with being on the air, if it gets severe, more than likely we'll have to go off the air. But I might be having a guest tomorrow. Hoping that Ben Osman will be joining us. We'll talk about that later on. Weather on the fives, 25 and 55 past the hour, or any time of the hour it ends in 5, 5:15, 25, 35, 45, or 55 past the hour on GJRB Online, right here on Spreaker.
This is the station from North Clinton, giving you the best in music variety on the nation's top podcast platform. The greatest platform on the planet, Spreaker. This is GJRB Online, the GJRB Online Network.
Night in Rome. Great piece of music there for you from Fuga Spring. Before that, Tisha with Smoothie Street. And Benny Sudden started our set off with, it's a good one, latest one on our playlist. Benny Sudden with In the Stone. You've heard Benny Sudden a lot of times before here with a great remix of Earth, Wind, and Fire. We'll play that sometimes. Great piece of music. We're going to do that. I like that song. We haven't played it in a while. And I want to get it back in the rotation. It's great stuff. All right. You know, just all that and a lot more here on GJRB Online, because we're just a fabulous radio station. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Let's see. We got more good jazz here before we close out. We're going to get to the end of our smooth evening for tonight. Want to thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, you can listen to this from the very beginning by hitting the like button. And, you know, after it's over, after we're off the air, you can join us, you know, and got some more music coming up next anyway. So, you want to check it out. And join us for Easy coming up next. It's a program dedicated to that radio station back in the days when they used to play that elevator music, remember? We're going to play some more of that because it's fabulous. Easy nights. So kick back and relax for a little bit and beautiful music into the night with Easy Nights coming up next on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And right now, though, it's time to do our Spreaker shout-outs and promotions. Going to do that right now. Talk about some of the great DJs. You know, there's a lot of podcasters out there that put a good program. I know but we'll just probably have a tomorrow. We have one, and that's Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative. He's going to be doing the show tomorrow. We're going to repeat the Tuesday night show tomorrow afternoon, 12:30 Central, right here on GJRB Online. 12:30 Central Daylight Time. That's 10:30 a.m. Pacific and 1:30 Eastern for the Caramel Conservative from Tuesday night. And then we'll follow that up by the Gary Russell program Saturday Extra tomorrow, right here on GJRB Online. But meanwhile, you can hear Ed Delgado every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Central Time. On Tuesday nights, puts on a good program, talks about all kinds of stuff going on nationwide. Been talking about the coronavirus lately. And he has a lot to say about it, telling you how to just, you know, stay away from the pandemic and making sure that you wash your hands frequently. I'm going to be having some PSAs on that. Didn't take it as seriously as I should have. You know, when you get it close to family, it starts to concern you. So I'm going to be taking steps to make sure that we have that announced here. So I'll be working on a series of PSAs. I'm going to put in our rotation for that. But anyway, getting back into that, let's see. And of course, it never goes away, so it'll always be a importance to keep that up. Alrighty then, along the way too, you want to listen to Mike Myers in the Radio Hope Network, heard 7 mornings a week, 365 days a year. You can hear all kinds of good stuff from Mike. He talks about love of Christ, love of family, love of and the hope. It's called Radio Hope. Hear Mike Myers every morning, 7 mornings a week, 365 days a year, right here on Spreaker at 8 o'clock in the morning Central Daylight Time, 6 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Mountain, 9 o'clock Eastern, right here on GJRB, right here on Spreaker. And you can hear Mike Myers on Good Talk Radio Network as well, and also check him out. That's Good Talk Radio Network. And you can also get him on Muck Radio, MUKRADIO. Just type that into your search engine on your TuneIn app. And you'll listen to the Mike Myers program on there. They've got great programs too for Christian programming. And so tune in for that. So it's good stuff. That's right. Check that out, Muck Radio. And of course, he's off on the Lent vacation, but he'll be back real soon. That is That is Bob Huber, the Huber Experience from Algonquin, Illinois. It's a good program. 60 minutes and tells you what he thinks about what's going on in the news, what's going on in anything. Just sure you can. Playing sports, whatever it is. He's an aficionado on it. New movies coming out, movies on Netflix and on all the great streaming services. He knows about them. So check him out. That's Bob Huber, the Huber Experience, right here on Spreaker. And you want to check out another fabulous podcaster. He does his shows quite a bit here every night, 11 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 7 o'clock Pacific. Talks about the strange and bizarre, the unusual. Talks a lot about a lot of stuff. You know, a little paranormal here and there, UFOs, Bigfoot. So yeah, Spaced Out Radio with David Scott. He's got monthly guests. Has a great show. Tune into it. That's from British Columbia, Canada, and Vancouver. Check him out. Dave Scott, Spaced Out Radio. He's got many affiliates throughout the country. Puts on a good show, and you can check it locally on a 9-foot closed circuit. Spreaker FM 88.9 right here. And check out all those great podcasts. Where can you find all these podcasters? Well, I'll tell you where you can find them. Just by getting into my Spreaker public site, www.spreaker.com/user/512/5120525, or get into my Twitter. You'll find it very easily when you get into Twitter. And they have everything you want to know, just all the information. Just check it out. That's I'm GJRB online. If you get in there, you'll see the antique radio emblem. Very simple. And when you get in there, you'll be able to check out all the programs, all the stuff we have on Spreaker, all the followers that I have, and the ones I didn't mention, MTFB Aviation Network, all the great stuff. And of course, on Monday nights, we didn't mention Monday night. Don't forget to tune in to Blues in the Night with Walter M. DeBall. Plays great blues. Haven't listened to it for the past few weeks. I've been kind of tied up on my... And pretty soon, sometimes my broadcast will be on opposite day from time to time. But he puts on a good show. Plays some great blues music. Has Zydeco. It's just good stuff. You want to check it out. That's every Monday night live for that program. Yeah. Blues in the Night. Like I said, check it out. And remember, you can get on my Spreaker public site by getting into Twitter. I'm the Radio Maniac. You'll see the antique radio emblem there. Just click the icon. It opens up a widget. And just get into my chat room. And go where it says followers. Now, they changed the Spreaker public site for some reason. I just noticed that today. I don't know what they did to it. All of my programs, all the shows are now featured. And now I have to fix all my descriptions because they're kind of old. I haven't changed in quite some time, so I got to change all my descriptions. So I got to work on that one. But just go to where this show is and just click there, and you'll find all the followers. Just click the followers, and I'm sure if you go to my main page where the show's located, it should take you to followers, and you'll see all the list of all the Spreaker station followers. Okay? It's just that simple. And they have all the good stuff there. So, check it out whenever you can. One more weather forecast before we clear out of here.
Nationwide weather update. This is GJRB's Weather on the 5.
Okay, before we clear out of here, weather on the 5s. Let's take a look at what we got here for Clinton, Iowa. We're going to do that right now. They changed even weather on the 5s. They don't call it the Eagle Point Station must have quit or something. They call it the Clinton Station now. So I don't know exactly what that is, but they changed it. I don't know what they did to it. I'm going to go down my drop-down arrow here and see if maybe perhaps I can find it back. It's called Mayor Farms, really. And for some reason, it became Clinton Station. So I'm going to drop over back to Mayor Farms. And see, there it is. Why is that changed? I can't figure that one out. But right now, at our GJRB Spreaker Studios, Eagle Point Station, 44 degrees right now. Feels like 44. Our relative humidity is 90%. Barometric pressure 29.87 inches of mercury. You have moderate air quality of 5. And actually, the UV index is 5. Okay. Moderate. You have good air quality, no pollen in the air, although it could fool me. I've been sneezing the past couple of mornings. That's kind of concerned. They got a coronavirus update, but they need to update it because there's been one confirmed case here in Clinton County. Anyway, Thursday, tonight, 10% chance of precipitation, cloudy, 38's the low, east-northeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, 70% chance of showers, rain developing later in the day. Higher rate will be about 55 degrees, east winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, and we have a chance of rain at 70%. So that's lovely. All right, cloudy with the rain developing. Okay, tomorrow night, take a look at what we got. 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms likely. Low about 48 degrees. We'll have winds east at 10 miles per hour to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 90% tomorrow night. And so we got a lot of rain. 70% tomorrow, 90% tomorrow night. And you see some of these thunderstorms could be severe. And if it gets to that point and we're on the air doing that Gary Rustin program, we might have to sign off if it gets lightning crazy. But I think it should be okay. Right now, current temperature once again at our Spreaker Studios, 44 degrees, feels that way. And no winds. Winds are calm. It's cloudy. Current temperature once again is 44 degrees at the Mayor Farms Eagle Point Station, just above the Lions Shopping District of Clinton, and near Eagle Point Park. And that's weather on the 5s. And you hear it daily here on GJRB Online, 25 and 55 past the hour, or any time in the hour that ends in 5. It's going to wrap it up for a smooth evening. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot for joining me. Had a pleasure doing the show. Always a pleasure bringing you this stuff and enjoying the music. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's going to close it off for tonight. Stay tuned now for more beautiful music in the nighttime with Easy Nights. Coming up next, I'm Gary J. Russin. So long, everyone.
This is the GJRB Online Network. Remember all those nights listening to the beautiful music on FM radio? You know, back in the 60s and the 70s when radio had that real nice soft spot with really easy versions of popular songs. Well, guess what? I found all those easy selections again. Easy Nights, right now on GJRB Online.
A new sparkling water has arrived. And not just any sparkling water. It's a hot sparkling water with big duos flavor. Because what's better than one big flavor? Two. All the flavor, all sparkle. A flavorful sparkling water has arrived. The pitter-patter, splitter-splatter of spin morning.
Wait, no, that's bacon. Spitting all over your PJs.
Stains can ruin any moment.
Get them out with Tide, America's #1 detergent. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
Easy Nights, right now on GJRB Online. More of that easy beat. More of that easy, beautiful music reaches just a couple of minutes on Easy Nights on GJRB Online. You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, smooth jazz, and smooth afternoon. If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming, and programming in other great music formats, like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA, listen, and enjoy. Recently, the owner of Facebook had to face Congress over personal information on Facebook users. In addition, users were saying that their postings were being deleted. Getting sick and tired of your censorship and your data being used without your permission? Do something about it now. Come to MeWe, the internet social site that values your freedom. No more deleted postings. Make a step to freedom. Sign up today. It's easy. Go to www.mewe.com. That's M-E-W-E. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site. America's street music is back on GJRB Bluegrass with the Grass Golds, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, and so much more. So it's time to bring it back, and on more often. It's Bluegrass Jubilee Freestyle, with all the great songs you heard before, and some new up-and-coming stars with some emerging bluegrass. Also, some all-time gospel favorites too.
Now at a new time, every second Wednesday of the month at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 1 p.m. Pacific on the GJRB online network.
The blues, the primary start to rock and roll music, the music in which artists express their feelings through music. This is a new blues show featuring the best of the blues, with new emerging artists getting their thrill of hearing their selections played along with the greats like Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and Etta James, along with a whole lot more. The doors open Saturday, 1 p.m. Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radio Land. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between. Like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radio Land. America's street music is back on GJRB Bluegrass with the Grass Golds, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, and so much more. So it's time to bring it back, and on more often. It's Bluegrass Jubilee Freestyle, with all the great songs you heard before, and some new up-and-coming stars with some emerging bluegrass. Also, some all-time gospel favorites too.
Now at a new time, every second Wednesday of the month at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 1 p.m. Pacific on the GJRB online network.
End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end-time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Recorded Thursday mornings and uploaded to go public at 12 o'clock noon Central, and played every third Friday live at 1 p.m. Central on GJRB. Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radio Land. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between. Like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radio Land. End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end-time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Recorded Thursday mornings and uploaded to go public at 12 o'clock noon Central, and played every third Friday live at 1 p.m. Central on GJRB.
Now back to more great, beautiful sound of easy listening music on GJRB 9 on a station program dedicated to those beautiful music stations that dominated the end dial in the late 60s, early 70s. Like WD of Cleveland, Ohio, WSHH in Spring, Pennsylvania, and WTR in Richmond, Virginia. Let's get back over to the beyond on GJRB.
You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, smooth jazz, and smooth afternoon.
If you can't get enough of jazz in the Quad-Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 AM dial, along with some of that great smooth jazz, great jazz programming,
And programming in other great music formats.
like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown, David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get good programming in Spanish and some good gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out our page at www.saa.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in Quad-Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with your internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy.
You're listening to beautiful music on East on GJRB Network. With that easy people music returns to come in Easy Nights on GJRB Online.
Artist, what your song about the noise, reverberation, creation, really the new music. You are down in every state in the U.S. if you're a solo artist for nation. Listen to the music, check out www.reverbnation.com. Music for your audience, reverberation, let's do the music. Remember, if your songs are going to be online is up and coming, drop me an email at jc5@yahoo.com. And I'll be still all GJRB online shows. Reverb Nation. Like when else than anyone else.
Spreaker is the website which turns anyone to a radio DJ. Log on to Spreaker.listening, send off radio channels, create around radio today.
Suicide series, many of them play suicide games. There's someone on the inside is taught them, help them, excellence, hashtag website. There is 1 3 5. They can help, they can call them. The call will be answered by a trained local crisis center. The National Suicide Prevention Line can help.
The Easy Beautiful continues now on Easy Nights on GJRB. This is going to about wrap it up for our smooth. We want to thank you for tuning in to our Smooth Evening program, and we'll rebroadcast this program and many other great Smooth Evening programs here on GJRB Online on each and every smooth evening program right here on the GJRB Online Network. For people listening on the 9-foot closed circuit end, you can continue listening to Easy Nights on Cool Jazz 106.7 KJAZ. Now let's get back to more of that great easy sound of Easy Nights.
Did you know that Spotify makes a playlist every week just for you? Every Monday you get a fresh playlist of 30 songs based on others that you love. It's called Over Weekly, and you can play it right now. But remember, the playlist changes every week, so when you hear something that pricks up your ears, hit the heart button to easily find it again. Tap a banner to start discovering.
That's going to do it for tonight's Easy Tours. Hey, you can tune in tomorrow. We bring you the broadcast of tune in tomorrow when we tune in tomorrow. We invite you now to tune in tomorrow when we'll be on the air again here on GJRB Online. It's later today, 12:30, about 12 hours from now, 12:30 Central Time for Ed Delgado program. Stay tuned for Ed Delgado tomorrow at 12:30, followed by the Gary Rustin program Saturday Extra. It puts an end to tonight's broadcast. Spreaker. Right here on Spreaker. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Smooth Evening and Easy Nights. GJR owned and operated by GJR Broadcasting and operates on Spreaker and on Podbean on the internet. This is GJRB Online. Good night, everyone. This is the GJRB Online Network.